Back. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's set a time.
Five. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the out. 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tajay Sharp, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Mike. 59, 59. Hey, pick your game up. Kill. Kill. Turn up. No.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Down 80. Mike is 59. Mike, stop. Keep it up. Shit. Motion, I got one. Mike's 59.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get ready.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
53 is the mark. 5 wide. Check three.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, exit. 24 is the mic. Let's go, Abby.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Darnold complete to Crowder, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Singletary to get the drive started. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Darnold now to throw. He's going to launch this. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
49, 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Slam. Switch. Ready. On
2nd down, this is Cannon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Darnold a sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Pass 85, pass 85. Yep.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get this ball back. Tight dog.
Under 61, matchbox right.
Here's Singletary. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, high 7.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
319, all 52.
I got it. Mike spot 9.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, defense.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Hey, wahoo!
Strip the ball.
To throw again on second down. Allen, this one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
Four's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Watch twist.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Watch the twist.
Sub. Check it. Hey, Echo.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up. Mike's 59.
Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cannon. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike's 49. Here we go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch that.
From the 22, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 31.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen, rolling to his right.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
24 is the mic. Go, go, go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
24 is the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find Isabella. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Mike, 19. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Middle.
He's checking. Crash.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go on, D.
From midfield, here's Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, zoom.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, time.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Allen maybe with a free play. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Now Allen forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a run with Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
Regular.
Out.
Check 59, Mike.
To the air, Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Watch the whip.
Alert.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Starting the drive with the give to Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, lady.
Let's get in there, man.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay, double up.
Hey, orbit.
From the 17, Allen flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
59, Mike. Check, 59. We don't want this. Mike 59.
They'll look to throw. Being chased. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They go again with Cannon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now Allen. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Bravo.
Don't get nervous.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
He's back to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Allen to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Middle.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Go.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't
Alert.
59.
Back to throw. Allen. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. I don't want to overhype
overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Watch the pass.
Jim. Watch the edge.
Check. Fresno.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Spot 9.
Watch the flag.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Cannon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run again with Cannon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On third down, a run by Mack. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mike 49.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
One more time, it's Cannon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.